So we'd like to start the afternoon's discussion with Christopher Coro from the U.S. Department of Education, and we'd like to hear some remarks from you, Chris.
Thanks, Michelle, and thanks to the panelists for giving their time and being here with us today. And thank you all for your interest in bridge programs and career pathways. The upshot of my remarks is basically that bridge programs are very important to us here at OVE, and so I'm really thrilled to hear about the turnout both virtually and to see the folks that are in this room taking time to go a little bit deeper into this very important topic. Recently, as in January of this year, OVE released a symposium report. Actually, there were 4 of them, but one of them focused specifically on bridge programs as a means for helping low-skilled adults or lower-skilled adults to transition to post-secondary education or training. And that was the product of close to 2 years' worth of work on the part of the department in terms of convening lots of subject matter experts and really getting their best thinking and then capturing that in a report that we could share with others in the field. More recently, we had the good fortune of having the secretary himself, as part of his back-to-school bus tour, announce our adult college completion toolkit, which we just released this September, and it's also available online either at OVE's website or through our Links website. And bridge programs are featured very prominently in this publication as well. OVE has a long-standing history of investing in bridge programs. We, back in 2004, actually did some research, some pioneering research, and that culminated in a publication, a symposium report, that at that time, where bridge programs wasn't even necessarily as recognized a term as it is today, it kind of emerged from that research as something that was a viable strategy to help low-skilled adults move forward. And since then, we've conducted various demonstration programs. We had a Ready for College program that focused on out-of-school youth and re-engaging out-of-school youth. We also had what we called our ABE Career Connections, which was a local site demonstration program. As a matter of fact, Instituto helped us out with that project. And there are handbooks that were developed from those local demonstration efforts that are also available online through the Links resource collection. More recently, we've invested in efforts to help states develop policies that are supportive of bridge programs and local programs' efforts to transition low-skilled adults to post-secondary education. We have a policy performance toolkit that is forthcoming. If it's not already out, it will be real soon. And that's got a lot of useful tools to help you actually work through some of the decision-making processes and what needs to be set up, some of the evaluation questions in terms of making sure you're doing what it is you really wanted to do, and I think some good tools to sort of navigate those sometimes tricky waters of establishing partnerships and making sure that everybody's focused on the same goals. And then, of course, this project, the Designing Instruction for Career Pathways project, which has a wealth of resources. Today's webcast, just one of many. There's an online collection of instructional resources. There are hundreds of them that are intended for local programs to take a look at. They kind of cross different sectors, lots of different sectors, so that you have examples in not just healthcare, construction, customer service, STEM, lots of different areas, so that people don't have to reinvent the wheel. There'll also be coming out soon an online course, a professional development opportunity for folks that builds off from some of the information that's shared in today's webcast and extends that learning even further. And OVE's OVE has had, since this administration has been in town, so to speak, a WIA, Workforce Investment Act reauthorization proposal, and career pathways, and therefore bridge programs as a key element of career pathways, figure very prominently in that proposal. So not just looking backward in terms of OVE's importance for bridge programs and also what we're investing in now, but I think looking toward the future too. Bridge programs will continue to be very, very important and continue to prove to be a good strategy for moving lower skilled adults along the education pipeline and into post-secondary education and training. So I think I'm going to stop there for now and pass it back to Michelle. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chris. And I just want to continue on with a little bit more information about the online course that will be coming in December called Developing Effective Bridge Programs. It is part of this 3-year initiative, the Designing Instruction for Career Pathways project. We're in our 3rd year of that initiative, which the primary focus of this project is really on meeting people at the local level, working with program administrators and instructors, and providing resources and tools for them to take and be able to adapt and use in their programs. So the course itself, the 3 primary topics or main topic areas in that course are that it looks at the role of partners in influence the content and structure of the bridge programs, also taking a look at effective bridge program models that are out there so that you can look at those in order to prep and build your own programs, and then describes curriculum development processes and methods to help you, again, build effective bridge programs. The course was developed in partnership with the Center for Occupational Research and Development, CORD, and 2 expert content contributors. Donald McCoy was one of those contributors, and Susan Hoyne from Shoreline Community College in Washington State was the other content contributor. We pull from examples in that course from all over the country, including Western Technical College in Wisconsin through the RISE initiative, some other programs in Illinois, the IBEST model from Washington State, Minnesota's Fast Track model. So you'll be able to see, learn more about all of those models in one course when that's launched in December. So please take advantage of that opportunity when it becomes available.